Jai Hind friends. Friends, in this video today we are going to discuss about marks distribution in KYP. Friends, as we know, KYP is basically a type of training runs by Bihar government under Nischay Yojna, which aims to provide basic computer knowledge and communication skills to students. Friends, as we know, there are three courses in KYP. The first one is BSCIT, which means Bihar State Certificate in Information Technology, which comprises of computer basics, MS Office, Paint, citizenship skills, etc. Now, friends, the second one is BSCLS, which means Bihar State Certificate in Language Skills, which basically deals with grammar, speaking, non-verbal communication, etc. And the third one is BSCSS, which means Bihar State Certificate in Soft Skills, which basically deals with the presentation skill, time management, self-awareness, etc. Now, friends, link for detailed syllabus of KYP is available in description box. Now, let's discuss one by one about all these three. The first one is BSCIT. BSCIT comprises of 60 sessions, or we can say 60 units or 60 lessons, which total comprises of 100 marks. Now, the 100 marks is further divided into two categories. The first one is internal marks, internal exam of 20 marks. The second one is remaining uh, 80 marks. Now, the remaining 80 marks is further divided into two subcategories. The first one is classroom internal marks of 20 marks, which we get by doing clicker in classroom. And the second one is lab internal marks of which comprises of 60 marks, which we get by doing do it yourself, take a challenge, typing in the test in a lab in BSCIT. Now, friends, if we calculate how many marks does we get in classroom by doing one session, that will basically come 0.3 marks. And if we calculate uh, how many marks does we get in BSCIT in one session in lab, that will comes basically 1 marks. Now, friends, the next one is BSCLS, which basically comprises of 60 sessions and 100 marks. Now, the 100 marks is further divided into final exam that comprises of 20 marks and the remaining 80 marks. Now, friends, the remaining 80 marks is further divided into two subcategories. The first one is classroom internal marks, which comprises of 20 marks, which we get by doing clicker in classroom. And the second one is lab internal marks, which comprises of 60 marks, which we get by doing take a challenge in the test in BSCLS in lab. Now, friends, if we calculate then how much marks does we get in classroom by doing in one session, that will comes basically 0.5 marks. And how many marks does we get in lab in one session, that will basically comes 1.5 marks. Now, friends, the next one is BSCSS. It basically comprises of 20 sessions and 100 marks. Now, here also the 100 marks is further divided into two categories. The first one is a final exam of 20 marks, and the remaining 80 marks is further classified into two subcategories. The first one is classroom internal marks, which comprises of 20 marks, which we get by doing clicker in classroom. And the second one is lab internal marks, which comprises of 60 marks, which we get by doing take a challenge and in the test in lab. Now, friends, here if we calculate how many marks does we get in one session in classroom, then it will basically comes 1 marks. And if we calculate how many marks does we get in lab in each session, that will basically comes 3 marks. Now, friends, our next video will be on the topic how to perform better in KYP. Now, friends, if you have any query related to this topic, then put it into the comment box. I will be very happy to answer them. That's all. Thank you.